Hey, Knights of the Rolled Table, Weston here. For the next couple of weeks, we're going to be doing some bonus content for you. The creation of Gravely, Maya, XX Bloody Heart, aka Steve Jablonski, and of course, Coach Lorch. So expect these episodes to drop on Fridays. We sure hope you enjoy them. And as always, go out and make life an adventure.
Welcome, Knights of the Rolled Table. So this is going to be the first of our bio episodes. We're going to do a little bio that focuses on each of our characters, and we're going to start today with Gravely, who is played by Chris Daly. So let's start off by, we have everybody here, so Chris is going to talk about Gravely, and I'm going to ask him about Gravely, but Weston and Jen and Jeff are on hand to add, and our plan is to kind of all contribute a little bit to making up as we go the details of
big character soup.
Yeah, we're all going to kind of throw in ideas,
delicious soup.
and flesh out a little bit, not just the biographies of the characters, but where each of them are from, and through that kind of flesh soup. Ew, let's not go with that.
And hopefully the idea is that you can take this with your group, and you can take this with your group and
make your own flesh.
Oh my gosh,
that's not going to go away, is it? Okay.
And you can take this with your group, and instead of just making a character by yourself, which you can do, and it's kind of fun, but it's funner if you have a lot of people that jump in and suggest stuff. So I definitely encourage that.
We want it to be the funnerest.
Yeah,
the funnermost.
So we're going to start off by a little bit of introduction of the actual players. So Chris Daly plays Gravely. And Chris, who are you? What's your thing?
I'm a artist and illustrator and improviser here in San Diego, and been drawing all my life. So I got into D&D way too late, the last couple of years ago. Weston actually got me back into it, so that's awesome. And I've been hooked on that and games and RPGs and doing art specifically for D&D and RPGs. Since then, I have my own Etsy store doing RPG tunes, and I've been really excited to do this project.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit of what you are imagining Gravely's life has been like up to this point.
So Gravely, as we know, is an Orcling, which is a hybrid race between halfling and half-orc, which I just like the idea of a small kind of half-size half-orc that, this sort of runt of the litter, so to speak, and not quite embraced by either culture. So he was raised by halflings, kind of an ousted family in the halfling community.
Ousted because he was with them, or
no? They were just kind of like, we're just going to live on the outskirts of town. Like the in Lord of the Rings, the family that Frodo and Bilbo are like, oh, not them, not that part of the, I can't remember, not that part of the lineage, but they're always coming around and asking for money. But these are just people.
Saxville Bagginses.
Yeah, the Saxville Bagginses. Yeah,
we just watched that recently.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. But not they're not jerks. They just it's like everybody else is a jerk, and they're kind of just like, oh, we'll take them in. So they were he was kind of taken in because the half orcs didn't want him. They were like, ugh, small, and then they just left him. So halflings took him in. So he's curious about his orc past, but he doesn't really know a lot about him. So he studied up what he could, and then eventually decided, I got to get to the city and just do something with my life. So he went to the nearest city within the realm of Valkara, which is Valentrell, which is a big sprawling metropolis that was on the coastline of Valkara. And Valentrell is a interesting city, as it's kind of divided into a upper half and an underground. Mm-hmm. The upper half is very non-magic based. It's a lot of religion. It's a lot of churches. It's a lot of trade with produce. And while they're very religious, they're also one of their main exports is wine and liquor and different brewing and stuff like that. But they're really big into food and brewing and winery and stuff like that.
Finer things.
Yeah, the finer things.
Yeah.
So they're a very fine community there. Do you want to know about the city, or are we getting into that?
Are they like the Sonoma of the realms?
Ooh.
I would
middle
say
class?
more of what's the upper California?
Napa?
Yeah, Napa.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Better than Sonoma?
Napa with a touch of San Francisco, I think.
All right. So was Gravely more an upper Valentrell or
So
more lower Valentrell?
he tried to be
guy?
upper Valentrell, and then they kind of cast him down, and then he found in the underground there was a sprawling black market, and he was, I want to say embraced, but he was definitely welcomed a little bit more and not looked at kind of oddly, because there's a lot of half-orcs and drow and people that are dragonborn, and just people that the upper area of Valentrell was
The ones that don't
a lot
fit
of,
in,
lot of
kinda-
human and half elves, and
Yeah.
the ones that don't fit in and were a little bit different were definitely in the underground, and that's where magic was embraced, and also magical items were asked for, and people in the upper area, not just of Valentrell but all over the realms, were asking for these different areas, and that created a need in a vacuum for a courier service.
And what's that courier service called?
And
Chris?
it's called DreadEx.
So you've mentioned DreadEx before. Tell us about DreadEx.
So DreadEx is a courier service, not unlike other courier services that deliver it, but of course there's no trucks or anything like that. So they take horses, they take flying birds, they deliver in however they can. If it's a emergency and for enough coin, you might even be able to have a teleportation spell, but that's really, really high cost, because in the underground there are different ways of getting things to people, and it's not always the most legal thing. It's not always for the best intention. So Gravely was a low level courier for DreadEx, mostly within the city, but occasionally he would be given jobs where he went outside and delivered to some of the outskirts and to some seedy individuals. So that's where he learned a little bit about tracking and being a ranger, and he met some other people that were on his team and got to learn some things about hunting and tracking and finding the best path and things like that. So he got really good at it from other employees.
So did he fit in better out there in the wilderness than in the city, or where did he kind of find his niche?
I think he probably felt more comfortable outside of the city, just because he felt a little bit more one with nature, and he liked kind of forging his own path, so to speak, instead of being told what to do. But he definitely needed the job to kind of give him a little structure. What do you guys think with him? Was he like somebody that you would think would get along with other people, or?
I think he's like that everybody had that friend in high school that like wants so badly to be liked and cool, and it's the fact that they want it so badly that you're like, oh, like I don't want to hang out. Like I had one of those that like in retrospect, like he was a nice human being. Like there was nothing wrong with
tried a
him.
little too hard.
It was just that he wanted it so badly.
He's listening right now, going like, "Oh, my own friend Jen. She's got a podcast. This is gonna be great." Like, oh no,
Cool.
I mean, he's way cool now. Like he's a bartender. He's ripped. Like he's doing fine. But at the time, like we
then
made
I
a lot
hate
of.
him.
You know what?
He's a
he
nice
ends up in the
guy.
flesh,
He does killer karaoke. That's right, Brandon. I'm talking about you.
There we go.
Ooh,
I said it. No, but it's true. Like everybody, like you had that friend. So that's how I see Gravely, is like that. There's really like, aside from the fact that he's an Orcling and a little physically odd, like there's nothing really wrong with him except for like the fact that he doesn't really know how to people in the cool way.
Yeah.
Probably an only child.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Only child.
That he knows
syndrome.
of.
Oh.
I mean, he
Intrigue.
didn't know anything about his family.
Yeah, how did he become an Orcling? Was he just like found by the hobbits? What's he know about that?
Well, I don't know.
Hobbits being halflings, dang it.
I don't know if it's. I haven't really thought about it, other than I just wanted it to happen. So I don't know if it's a
Well, somebody else did too, apparently.
a crossbreed, or if it's maybe just a weird recessive genes in the orcs, and it was just like, well, it's a short orc, a short half orc, or maybe a half orc and a halfling found a way to make nature work.
Maybe there was like a really smooth like Antonio Banderas of the halflings, and like he met this orc lady that was like super about it,
Sure.
but their love was forbidden.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
and she probably just
Maybe
cast
we're not
him
going to
out.
improvise that
Yeah,
scene
yeah.
right now, but maybe some
But
guy's
I
future.
want to.
Yeah,
You guys,
I think
again, we
get
are
on that
missing
fan
our
fiction.
real calling, which is erotic.
My husband does a great Antonio Banderas. Let me just say.
All right, noted.
he practiced with the Flonase bead,
No,
didn't he?
he does a Christopher Walken. He doesn't do Antonio Banderas.
You have
But he gets Christopher Walken.
sinuses.
He gets Christopher Walken and Antonio Banderas confused. So if you ask him to do an Antonio Banderas,
do the watch monologue from Pulp Fiction. I think maybe you and I should go outside and we should talk about your father. Oh, wait, do the guy from Desperado.
We need him. We need Mark.
I've got this gun. It's in a guitar case. I'm gonna shoot everybody.
Wow.
okay. And that's somehow that little bit brought to you by somehow figuring out the combination of half orcs and halflings. What was I going to say? Oh, just in terms of like Gravely being liked, I feel like that's why like I find Gravely like super endearing, like a super likable character. But part of that is his like notion that he doesn't get along with people. So it's almost like in the past he wanted to fit so bad with the cool kids at DreadEx, and they totally blew him off.
Yeah.
And now he has this like insecurity from growing up with the halflings and the DreadEx people that now he assumes nobody likes him.
Yeah.
And that makes him pretty like endearing.
I want to say
Basically
like
the opposite of Maya.
all the people at DreadEx, it was like Legolas versions of Drow and Eladrin, and just like people that were like kind of tall and thin and swift, and just this little guy's like, "Hey guys, I'll take your lunch break with you now." They're like, "Oh god," except one dude maybe who was like kind of sympathetic, and
roots.
I feel like there was one guy that might have been a little sympathetic to him and like showed him some of the ranger ropes. Just like, all right, just pull this back and try that, and then, but he kind of did it out of like pity, or maybe like he himself was picked on, and so he kind of
You had your Jon Snow to your Samwell.
Yeah,
target.
sure.
Yeah.
he didn't really want to, but he kind of somebody had to.
Yeah, because otherwise you'd have been killed.
exactly.
Yeah.
But he never stuck up for him.
Yeah. Rough.
All right, so who do we want to
care of him
talk to in
on the
Gravely's
slide.
past?
Well, Gravely's immediate superior was a hobgoblin named Garfield. And he's the one that kind of sat behind a desk and managed a magical switchboard of sorts of just like getting all these letters and parchments and messages and from all different vehicles and ways and means, and I need this thing, and he wasn't the one that like was the main contact that took all the orders, but he was the one that sent everybody out. I feel like that's the person that he should talk to. Gravely had the most contact with him, probably, other than this direct friend, or maybe the friend.
Listeners, it's time for you to vote on the slogan of the company DreadEx.
You have some. Jeff have some options.
Leave a
for
5-star review and
Let us know in
Let
the
us
notes
know.
what you think the DreadEx slogan should be, and Jeff has some options.
DreadEx. Who can Brown kill for you? DreadEx. When it absolutely positively has to be there out of sight. DreadEx. The world on crime. DreadEx. We heart ballistics. DreadEx. Moving at the speed of mind your own business.
DreadEx. It'll get there. Shut up. DreadEx. You don't know.
All right, so set the scene. Set the scene with Gravely and Garfield. They're all winners.
So, Gravely, it's been a little while since he's gotten an assignment in Valentrell, and he has, has a little bit saved up, but not a lot. So he goes in and tries to see if he has any jobs lined up, or if he really wants to travel out of the city. He's been stuck in the city doing little jobs, and the reason is he's gotten, unbeknownst to Gravely, I think he's gotten a lot of complaints of just people that don't like seeing Gravely. They don't like having, somebody going up to the surface and have this little kind of, not ugly, but to them, sort of like, person. They want somebody that looks a little bit more presentable and and not small and green and pointy-eared. And so like, don't send this little, Orcling to us. And so he hasn't been sent on many jobs because it's all been within the city. So Gravely's really wanted to go outside the city and travel and like go on a real mission adventure to deliver something, but he just hasn't really gotten the job. So I think this is him going in to ask Garfield for some kind of a bigger assignment.
All right. Well, I'm imagining the thing where like Garfield has like a big desk in an office, and the thing happens where like the door opens, but you don't see anybody because Gravely's small.
Yeah.
It just like opens.
It's just like he's kind of like head level with the top of the desk. It's like, hello.
Who's there?
There's a lot of pieces of paper that can just kind of cover him up,
And he like climbs up into the chair.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Gravely.
Hello, boss.
What can I do for you today?
You've seen there was a lot of shipments of silver, and there's a lot of fabrics and carpets coming into the town. I saw maybe, that we have new influx of things.
Oh,
maybe.
yeah. There's a lot of stuff, but, it's, times are, a lot of people are shipping, they're going straight with their shipping. We're just not getting a lot of orders, so I'll let you know.
Well,
if we need you.
The thing is, I've been asking for the past couple of, cycles of the moon going up and down. I really want to go outside, and I was thinking maybe I could go to another realm.
Oh.
Maybe south of here, or east. Or west. West is the ocean, so probably not west.
All right. Okay.
I could take a ship.
No, you could go. Ships cost money, so
I haven't really gotten a lot of gigs lately, so I was thinking maybe if you gave me a really big one, it would tide me over for a little bit.
Right. Well,
unless you want me to stick around here, I can certainly do things around here.
No, that's good. Actually, we got a remote office.
We do?
Yeah, it's just opening up. Actually, I feel like you could be just a little Orcling to do it.
Oh, I'll do it for sure.
What you need to do there's
wait. Let me write this down. Hold on, I've got a notepad.
Yeah. So there's a trade route.
Okay, hold on. Oh, wait. I have to sharpen my my charcoal stick.
I was like, do they have ballpoint pens?
Take your time.
Garfield, I really do appreciate this.
Oh, yeah, well, if you can pick up those shavings when you're done.
Do I smell nutmeg? Did you have tea with nutmeg?
Actually, yeah.
I think that helps your digestive system.
Okay, well, that's good to know. You got the charcoal?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay, well...
it broke. Hold on.
I got some things to do. You just
Sorry
let me
about
know.
all the charcoal dust shavings on your floor, by the way. I'll clean that up on the way out. All right, I'm ready.
All right. There's a trade route.
Trade route.
You go east from here.
Oh, okay.
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Till you get to the mountains. There's a trade route. And then you go south really, really far.
Okay, like 2-3 days or 4 days?
Just,
2
keep
weeks?
on going.
Okay, keep on going,
you'll
right?
Get to a big city. And then keep on going.
What's the name of the city? What's it look like?
Well, let's see. It's the capital of Oakhart. Lord Greenbrier lives there.
Okay.
I don't remember if we named it.
All right, I'll remember that.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's that. But it's not that one. Keep on going.
Okay, past the big city.
You're going to have to camp in the wilderness a little bit.
Ooh,
and eventually,
I like camping.
there's a little town, and he looks at a map. It's on the side of his wall, and he just kind of like randomly picks like a little tiny dot that is basically as far as you can get from where they are in Valentrell. It's like, respite, right here. Yeah.
Oh, that's very far south.
I want you to go out there and start up a DreadEx office right there. You just head out there, do some scouting work. Let us know what the business environment looks like there.
Ooh.
And then we will send you a message when it's time for your first delivery.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
I can do some cartography. I can scout out the area and let you know, and I'll send you a letter every week.
Oh, well, that's okay. We trust you if you want to narrow that down.
Well, you probably want to have some feedback on the
Oh.
kind of offices that we want. Are we looking for a major expansion or?
All right. Yeah, sure. Synthesis
And what
lettuce.
about supplies? Will I get ravens and doves and whatnot?
That's good. That's why I'm picking you, Gravely, because you're good at scavenging. And so I got faith that you're going to be able to make do and figure it out as you go and get whatever you need. All right? And
I understand.
Ready. You'll be ready when I send word.
Oh, I understand, because no one will know, because we don't want people to know about the DreadEx office, so I'll call
Otherwise, the competition might try to beat us to the punch, so you got to keep it on the down low.
Blood Box.
Okay.
That's the competition.
Yes.
Right? We don't want Blood Box to get the black market delivery service, Blood Box.
Nah, we can't have them easing in on a market share. So.
When you see red, you know it's yours.
Blood Box.
Yeah, Blood Box.
That's a name slogan.
They've got
I like
really
our slogan, which is fill in's name of slogan here after contest.
Winner. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll do my best, Garfield. I mean, boss. Will I be head of this new branch? Will I have a new title?
Absolutely. Oh. Chief Courier Gravely.
Oh, I like that. Chief Courier Gravely.
All right, well, I got all that faith in you. Yeah, take care. See you later. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, bye.
Thank
and
you,
the door
Garfield.
slams.
I really like, thank you for this opportunity. Am I walking or do I take I'll just walk then.
He didn't clear enough his charcoal shavings. I'll just get like a broom or something.
Oh, I forgot to clear up my charcoal.
That's all right. We'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
All right. Well, Chris, drop off your Instagram and stuff for your art.
So my Instagram is Daily Tunes RPG. That's daily, like the Daily Show. Tunes, like cartoons, and RPG, like role-playing games. And my other Instagram for just personal art is Chris Daily Art. And you can see other artwork that I've done at chrisdaily.com, and my Etsy store is Daily Tunes.
All righty, thank you.